Three men were working on a small barge anchored in the Niagara River about a half-mile away from the edge of the falls. Once they were done with work, the way they would get back to shore is by taking a rowboat and taking it downstream to the small island called Goat Island. They had traversed the rapids many times before without incident. But this time, as soon as they got in, one of their oars broke, and so they weren't able to control their boat, and very quickly they got dragged into the rapids, started getting spun around, and then it capsized. The rapids were just too strong, and two of the men were swept away to their death. But one man, Joseph Avery, was lucky enough that when he fell in, he drifted down and grabbed onto this tree root that was sticking out of the water. He gripped onto this branch as tight as he could and just prayed he would survive. The next morning, when tourists arrived, they noticed Joseph. The tourists immediately notified authorities, and a rescue effort was launched. Their next plan was to tie a long tether onto one boat and then guide it down the river until it reached Joseph. And this worked. But when Joseph climbed into the boat, it immediately began to capsize. And then seconds later, he was swept off the falls to his death.